Can you believe it? It's been 2 years since I took the first steps of my Amazon FBA journey. It's gone so incredibly fast. So in this video, what I'm going to be doing for you guys that might have missed it, if you're new to the channel, fairly new anyway, I'm going to be running through like the timeline, where I started with Amazon FBA and where I'm at today, going over all the different things that I've achieved, not to show off or anything like that, but literally to show you how much is possible to achieve with Amazon FBA in such a short amount of time. So let's get right into it. If you are new to the channel, well, I'm Jansen and I first came across Amazon FBA in December 2017. I was just looking for a way to make money online. I was getting pretty fed up of feeling stressed and anxious all the time at my job. I wanted to find something that I could do that I enjoyed. Now, at the time in December 2017 is when Bitcoin was like going absolutely mental. And like a bit of a fool, I think I invested pretty much at the peak, like an absolute killer trader. So got a bit burnt, fortunately didn't lose too much money. But I suppose the silver lining of that is that then like gave me a recommended video of Amazon FBA on YouTube. And as soon as I saw the first video, I was absolutely hooked. Now, I actually thought, do you know what? I'm going to learn how to do this myself. I'm not going to enroll on a course or get a mentor. Like, I know how to sell things online. I've done a bit of eBaying like in my past, so I'm sure I'll be fine. How wrong I was. I kind of found that over the next 3 to 4 months, I just didn't focus on like Amazon FBA at all. I was too busy at weekends to do the researching myself. I was too busy in the week, either working or just chilling out. So in May 2018, like 5 months or so later, I was like, Jansen, you've done nothing here. Nothing's going to change. You need to take action. So I got a mentor, enrolled on a course, and that is when I say my like official journey started. So I'm just going to show you a little picture here of a post that I made in a Facebook group on the day that I like took the first proper steps, pretty much 2 years ago to the day. And I'm so glad I made this because like I even still look back on it now. I look back on it last year. And I'm like, I just think it's great that I made it because it shows how far I've come and makes me realise just how much I've learned and what I've achieved. So here's the post. You can see cute, young, naive me did the post and said, hey everyone, I've been watching FBA videos for a while, decided to take the plunge and enroll on a course on this bright sunny day in London. Now I don't feel so bad spending the day indoors. Which is kind of ironic now, given 2 years later, we're not allowed to go outdoors, so I'm still indoors on another bright and sunny day in London. But anyways, so I said, I noticed a number of you started your journey around a year ago. I'm really hoping that I can make as much progress. Blah, blah, blah. And then this is the big thing. Seriously excited to start the journey. I'm going to set up a YouTube soon. So I hadn't even started my YouTube channel then. And then remember this post for when I make it big. So I think that's, you know, a great post for me to have made back then. It still motivates me to this day. And what I actually say now to all of my students, like on the Smashers, in the Smashers group, on the Smashers course, is I say, on the day that you start your FBA journey, make a post about it, whether it's on Twitter, Facebook, it's a WhatsApp message, just do something so that you can then look back in the future and kind of be reminded of how much you've achieved, because you'll forget it. You'll just kind of think in a year's time, oh, I've always known how to import and do product research and so on and so on. I promise you, this is one of the things that I'm so glad I actually did. So anyway, enough about that. Let's fast forward. So May 2018, I took the course, enrolled. June 2018, so 6 to 8 weeks it took me to find a product that I was really confident in, that I really wanted to get onto the shelves of Amazon, the virtual shelves anyway. So then in July 2018, I ordered 1,000 units for £3,500, and then just over a month later, it was the last day of August, I remember it. I think it was just after the bank holiday, thereabouts. I got my product into Amazon in the fulfillment center, and I sold my first product. I was absolutely buzzing. I was like just walking around the place thinking I was absolutely incredible. I think on my first day, I might have even got the sales here. No, this is my first week. First day I did like 4 or 5 sales, and I was like, this is just blowing in my mind how I'm able to sell a product and I'm not even like posting or going to the post office or having to deal with customers. But this is my first week, my first weeks of sales, I think. So I did nearly £1,000 in my first week, and I was just on top of the world. But I suppose like any entrepreneur, I just wasn't also got used to that. I wasn't happy, I wanted to grow, I wanted to get bigger and better. So then I carried on optimizing my listing, increased my pay-per-click advertising spend. I just wanted to get as many sales as I could. Like, I just genuinely just loved the absolute rush that I got every time I made a sale. I just was incredibly so pleased that I discovered Amazon FBA. I started my YouTube channel and I was just basically shouting to the hills to everyone that would listen about it. Then I started to get results like this. So this was just 2 or 3 weeks after I actually launched my first product. So £4,500 in a week, 31 sales in a day. I was just like, this is amazing. I was making like 80 to 90 pounds profit, I think, at this point on a daily basis, while still doing my normal job and without having to, worry about posting things in the post office. So I was on top of the world here. And then if we kind of flip forward a couple of months, so in October 2018, I'd reordered, I'd sold out at that point, and I reordered another 2,000 units. It was one of the most painful experiences ever, having to wait like 6 to 8 weeks for my goods to be manufactured and shipped to the UK. It went so incredibly slowly, and I was just kind of sat with nothing to do. If you've been following me from the beginning, you'll remember me moaning all the time on YouTube, but anyway, the goods eventually turned up, I think like early November time or mid-November, just in time for Black Friday. And the sales, again, just like continued to grow. In the month of December, I did £30,000 revenue. This is my first December. So December 2018, so how long had I been selling? Like 3 months, and I did £30,000 of revenue with one product. My record, I think, was 91 sales in one day. And I think I made in that time, in the month, I made around £15,000 profit in like the final quarter of the year. So again, I was just like, this is amazing. I need to tell loads of people about this on YouTube. And that's actually what I think led me to create the Amazon FBA Smashers group on Facebook. So a dedicated support group run by me, which I'll talk about in a bit more detail later. But so anyway, so that was 2018. Then if we go into 2019, I was still doing my product research, still looking for more things to sell. And in April 2019, after months and months of like finding products, deliberating, discussing with suppliers, getting approval from Amazon to sell, I finally launched my second product, which did okay in the opening months. I'd say the one thing that I kind of advise to new people at the moment to Amazon FBA is you can't just expect your product to fly off the shelves immediately as soon as you launch it. This second product really taught me that you have to be patient and you've got to continuously be optimizing your listing, looking for ways to improve, like understanding what the customer wants and giving it to them. Because with this second product, my sales actually weren't that great for a number of months. It wasn't until around August this time. So the first product was a huge success straight away. The second one was a lot more of a slow burner. It wasn't until August 2019 that the sales really started to tick up. And that is what made me take the biggest risk, the biggest financial risk of my life. Because in September 2019, I ordered £50,000 worth of stock, which was all of the money in the business. It was such a risky play. And again, I did a video on that on my YouTube channel, and I was genuinely so anxious and nervous about it because, I'll be honest, it was a massive risk and anything could have happened. The product, a new competitor could have come, or I could have got banned on Amazon, just anything. So anyway, I ordered all of that stock in September and waited for it to be manufactured. Meanwhile, I was still doing product research, and I found another product that I was able to launch under my first existing brand. So my first product had its brand, my second product had another brand, and my third product was under the same brand the first time. So I also launched that in October 19, and then November 2019 I also launched in Europe, so selling in Germany, France, Spain and Italy. So doing all of that, and then finally my goods arrived. My £50,000 order arrived in the warehouse, and this is just what blew my socks clean off. I generated £70,000 revenue in the month of December, and here's a picture of it. So I mean, you can imagine how happy I was here, right? Like the year before, December 18, I did £30,000 and I was like, wow. And then a year later, I've done £70,000 and I was just like, you know, I was just like, this is just crazy. I was speechless, still am really. So did that, and since then, I'll be honest, coronavirus has spoiled the party a bit. So my second product, the second one that actually did really well here is within the travel niche. So you can kind of imagine what's happened to my sales in that area. They've fallen like massively, they've reduced massively. They haven't gone to zero, but I'd say they're probably 20 to 30% of what they were. However, the flip side is my other products, so my other brand is in like health and beauty. So the demand for that really like exploded in February, March time, about the time when the lockdown came into place. Unfortunately, I sold out of that very quickly. I'm waiting like a very patient man at the moment for new stock to come. It's been in customs for about 3 weeks now, but I've got another 1,000 units about to arrive, hopefully in the next week or two, and then I've got another 2,000 units coming by sea. So I'm hoping that those will sell out very quickly, and hopefully by that time, say, you never know, July maybe the travel industry will have picked up. I'm not going to hold my breath. I'm going to stay positive, but I'm really hopeful that my first brand, so the products launched under the first brand, is going to see like explosive growth, and I can grow that brand even more this year as a result of more people being stuck at home. So that leads me to today. Now I've just logged into my Amazon Seller Central to look at my sales, so the total revenues that I've generated since I took that first step on May 28th, I think it was, in 2018. So it's not actually 2 years of sales. I didn't actually start selling until August 2018. But what I want to do is show you or compare the posts that I made 2 years ago in that Facebook group, introducing myself and saying I'm brand new, to today, to basically show you guys just what is possible if you put your mind to it, if you find something that you're really passionate about, like I am with Amazon FBA, just to show you how much you can achieve. So here you go, look at this guys, 25th of May 2020, today, as of 5:37 p.m, I've generated £495,000 in sales, nearly £500,000. And when you compare it to my post there in May 2018, it kind of just really opens your eyes and shows you like anything is possible. Nothing is off limits for anybody. I had no experience in e-commerce, Amazon FBA. The only experience I had with Amazon in May 2018 was pretty much buying things online. That was it. I didn't have an account. I didn't know how to import. I didn't know how to do product research. So guys, if you are on the fence now about Amazon FBA, just look at this. If you want, take a screenshot to motivate yourself, or just make a post yourself to help keep yourself motivated and on track, because I promise you this is achievable for anybody. So now what I want to just talk about are my goals for the next year. So this is for me to keep myself motivated. Well, I'm hoping that by this time next year, so when I do my 3-year anniversary post, I will hopefully have launched in the US. I want to launch both of my brands over there either this year or the start of next year. I want to continue expanding my products under the 2 existing brands. Hopefully by this time next year, the travel niche will have recovered and I can launch additional products in that area. I was going to be launching new products like around this time had it not been for coronavirus, but unfortunately, like just, you know, shit happens and I couldn't. So got to stay positive. So I want to expand my products, launch hopefully 3 or 4 new products under my existing brand name, and I want to continue growing the Amazon FBA Smashers. Now, if you haven't heard of the FBA Smashers, it started off as a Facebook group that I launched that was basically a support group. I just wanted to kind of teach people and help people as much as possible, all about Amazon FBA. That, as of today, is around 3,000 members. I think we're 3,200 members at the moment, and so I want to continue growing that as much as possible. And I also want to continue growing the Amazon FBA Smashers program, which I started last year, around this time last year. So that is a mentorship program. We've got over 100 students now that are all like as in love with Amazon FBA as I am. So I want to continue introducing that to people, getting more and more people interested in Amazon FBA and selling on the platform. So guys, that is a whistle-stop tour of my journey over the last 2 years. Hopefully you've enjoyed it and you've kind of now got a bit more motivation. You can see like just how much is possible. So I want to know what your objectives, what your goals are for the next year. You can post them in the comment section below. Hold yourself accountable. Post somewhere, whether it be on the YouTube video, Twitter, Facebook, wherever. I promise you it will really help you to achieve your goals. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, guys, and make sure you subscribe if you aren't already. Otherwise, I will see you next time for another Amazon FBA video.